Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today is my first ever long form video, so I'm really excited. But we're gonna be ranking some Danganronpa characters, specifically Trigger Happy Havoc, the first game. So let's get started. Just letting y'all know, I have not read most of the characters' backstories. I'm just focusing on how they act in the game and how the fandom treats them.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's 𝚒𝚘𝚢𝚜.
Disclaimer, some of this is biased because my friend Otto said he would send 1,000 army of Makotos to come kill me in my sleep if I didn't give him a good rating.
If Makoto's not at top 5, I'm coming to your house and I'm bringing a Makoto army and I'm gonna brainwash you into loving Makoto.
Anyways, Makoto is like so cool. He's a symbol of hope. How does one go from the lucky student to a symbol of hope? He kicked ass by killing Junko and is cute on top of that. Like, he's a little sentimental. Like, aww. His personality is outgoing, which I really like. I like bubbly characters. He always does what he believes is right, which is really important for a protagonist. Because, like, the story would probably be a whole lot different if he wasn't outgoing and positive. It would be exciting to see a morally bad protagonist. Like, that'd be really cool. Maybe you'll see that in Super Danganronpa 2x2. And to be honest, he reminds me of Madoka from Madoka Magica. You know, how she's like, oh, I'm not good at anything. And then she becomes a god. Like Makoto, he's not good at anything, but he's a lucky student. And then he becomes a symbol of hope. Like, I see the correlation if y'all don't see it.
I'm Aoi Asahina, but my friends just call me Hina. Sup?
To be honest, Aoi never really stood out to me, other than her gross fanservice scenes. Ew. That's pretty much it. She's a pretty realistic character, but other than that, I don't really have much to say. Except that she kind of looks like Jimmy Neutron.
Name's Byakuya Togami.
Byakuya sucks so bad, it's not even funny. Like, he's got the worst personality and even messes up a crime scene just to try and reveal something that he already knows. Like, if I were him, I would just, like, reveal the information and then wait for Toko to crack. Like, and he thinks he's all smart and he's like the ultimate affluent prodigy or whatever, but he just leaves all the hard work to Makoto. He's like, tell him maybe, like, shut up! Oh my god! At least all the other antagonists in all the other games had a reason for their wrongdoing, but Byakuya is just being an asshole for no reason at all.
I do not think we have been introduced. I am Celestia Ludenberg.
She's a really interesting character. Her whole fake personality is so cool. And when she broke during her class trial, that was so good. I'd honestly like to see what the game would be like if Celestia was her true self, Taeko Yasuhiro. Although I doubt that it would change much of anything.
This dweeb ran over me with a lawnmower.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
My god, I love Chihiro. The story is pretty interesting and I love how he wants to improve himself to become what he truly wants to be. But to be honest, I don't really have a reason why I like him so much. He's cute and that's all that matters. Love you, Chihiro.
I am Hifumi Yamada, but if you want to call me by my nickname,
The Alpha and the Omega!
I don't mind.
I feel like Hifumi gets way too much hate. Like, yes, he's a little pervy and he's an otaku, but you don't see Kazuichi getting that much hate. It's pretty privileges at this point. But these rankings are my opinion, so I gotta admit that I personally don't like him all that much. He was really stupid with trying to help kill Taka for Celeste's sake. Like, you couldn't tell me that
he did that and that there would be no repercussions and I wouldn't die. Like, you gotta use your brain here, Hifumi. Honestly, I think her motive for starting the Killing Games and the tragedy was just plain stupid. Like, being bored isn't gonna make you cause mass genocide and become a terrorist. But anyways, I think her character had so much potential to be just a player in the Killing Game and survive than being the mastermind. Aside from all that, I think she's a pretty cool character. I really like her ultimate talent, especially in the Japanese version because she's the ultimate gyaru, and I also like her different personalities and sprites.
I'm Kiyotaka Ishimaru. I believe in bold simplicity. Let's work together on our educational crusade.
Taka is so mischaracterized in the fandom, it's crazy. The fandom treats him as if he's a little baby for showing emotions. Yes, while these emotions are to the point of extreme, wouldn't everybody's emotions be highly prominent and very extreme in the situation that they're in? I mean, I would try to cope with my friend's death in any means possible, even if it's a little unhealthy. Other than that, he's a pretty solid character. He tries to respect everyone, even Monokuma, which I think is hilarious. The whole trope of opposites attract is really prominent in this relationship to the point of cliche, but I don't really mind it. I feel like he could have gotten a lot of character development and we could have learned more about his backstory if he had survived longer. I feel like he also would have the chance to survive the whole Killing Game.
My name is Kyoko Kirigiri.
I'm gonna reference Madoka Magica again, but she kind of reminds me of Homura. The reason I think she's a lot like Homura is because of her stoic demeanor and her purple/black color palette. Anyways, enough of Madoka Magica, let's get back to Danganronpa. Even though her practices and the way she does her detective work isn't exactly traditional, I think it adds a little bit of funniness to the game. She says the most out-of-pocket stuff. She actually takes charge to save Makoto, while the other ones are just sitting on their butts thinking that he's dead and not trying to do anything about it. And the whole ramen scene was so cute.
It smells awful.
Yo, the name's Leon Kuwata. What's up?
Leon could have been such a good character, I swear. If only Kodaka and his team members didn't draw him so many times, then maybe we could have gotten his much needed character development, but sadly we didn't. But enough of my rambling about this trust, let's just get back to the actual game and his murder of Sayaka. Let me get one thing straight. He did not have to kill Sayaka. Once he realized the door was jammed, he could have just ran back to his dorm, but he went the full way and killed her. However, I don't fully believe this. As we all know, Sayaka was desperate to get out of the school, so she could have used Leon's attempted murder and blackmailed him. Or she could have used his attempted murder as evidence for the next case that would have happened and she would have gotten everyone killed, which is not the best outcome. But other than that, I think Leon's a pretty cool character and his personality is really rad. His character design is also so cool.
Name's Mondo Owada. Nice to fucking meet ya.
Honestly, thank Rosie for making his ranking so high. She caused me to realize how great of a character he is and caused me to like Chirimondo more. Anyways, the more I start thinking about this guy, the more I start liking him. Brotherly angst and respectful to people who are different than him, like Chihiro in this case. Like, hit me up, bro. Same with all the characters who have died early. I feel like he could have gotten great character development. He's so funny and actually makes the game interesting because of the long gameplay. I feel like he's a much needed character in this game. On top of that, he's literally the mascot of the game, so who would want to hate him?
𝚒𝚑𝚗𝚢𝚜, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
She never really stuck out to me, but I do think it was cool how she got revived after she died as Junko. One thing that does tick me off though is when people portray her as like the perfect sister who did nothing wrong. She still helped Junko cause the tragedy in the killing game, so she's not exactly perfect, even if she was abused by Junko.
I am Sakura Ogami.
Sakura is such a girl boss. Like, what do you mean the only one who can kill this beast of a woman is the woman herself? All jokes aside, she's really pretty, and her story about being the mole and getting blackmailed by Monokuma is really intriguing.
Hi, I'm Sayaka Mizono. I look forward to getting to know you.
To begin, Sayaka is not a snake. She just was pressured by the circumstances that she was in and did what any sane person would do. She also had no intention of using Makoto before the motive was announced. All she wanted to do was save her friends, and killing was the only way she could have reached the goal. Now, some of y'all might think that I love Sayaka and she's like my favorite person and I support the Sayaka Mizono Church or whatever, but I actually don't. Like, she's not my favorite character. I just feel the need to defend her because most people won't.
Not that you'll remember my name anyway, but I'm Toko Fukawa.
I think Toko is a really cool and complex character, but the thing I don't like is how she's just a stereotype of DID. DID is something that should not be joked about, but I feel like they kinda made Toko out to be some sort of big joke. All this aside, I think the over-exaggeration adds to the part she plays. I have to admit she would be a higher ranking if we were including Ultra Despair Girls in this, but we're not. Toko is really cool, but she didn't get much character development in the first game. So, I'll have to wait until I make the Ultra Despair Girls video to really dive into how much I like her.
I'm Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hero for short. Take it easy, yeah? I know I will.
Yasuhiro is a complete dumbass and does literally nothing but give comedy relief. Some may say that Yasuhiro is a pervert because he's 24, which is not true. Like, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's stupid. Now, I'm not a Yasuhiro lover or a Yasuhiro hater, but I will say one thing. He hit Sakura for no reason except for good-looking medicine. I mean, he is a dumbass, so I guess he can do stupid stuff, but that still doesn't excuse it. And that's the last character. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the second part of this series, ranking Danganronpa Goodbye Despair characters. Bye-bye!